Hello, welcome back, HR students. I am back with the topic of International Human Resource Management, which is based on VTU syllabus. I am Tanuja, Associate Professor, working in AMC Engineering College. So, we will discuss today about the changing demographics of expatriate population, how the expatriate population demographies have changed today. Earlier, most of the expatriates were PCNs, that is, parent country nationals from the home country, and they were mostly male. Expatriates were mostly male members who were technically experienced, and most of them were married with an adaptable spouse. And earlier, the expatriate assignments were temporary, like for 3 to 4 years duration, and it used to occur usually once during an expatriate's career. And assignment objectives would be mainly to control the subsidiary operations or to transfer know-how, that is knowledge, from the headquarters to an underdeveloped or developing subsidiary. So after completion of assignment, the expatriate was usually replaced by another expatriate. He would return home. So what has changed in the demographics of the expatriate population is that their population has become more heterogeneous. That is, more than male expatriates, now we find women expatriates, and also expatriates who are younger in age, we find more of them, and they are mainly sent for learning and development purposes. So in the 80s, if you see, only 5% American expatriates were women. But the recent survey says that this has increased to 20%. So even though the number has increased, the number of women expatriates has increased, but still the number is less because of family concerns or because of lack of support from their families or because of resentment of male expatriates or because of cultural restrictions. Less number of women expatriates are being sent on foreign assignments. So why women expatriates are being preferred more? Because the women have inherent characteristics like they have good communication skills, they have good listening skills, empathy and cooperation is more among the women expatriates, and they are less competitive as compared to male expatriates. And they are also able to manage stress well as compared to male expatriates, especially when they are isolated in foreign countries. The second change that has happened in the demography of expatriates is the dual career. Most of the couples are dual career couples where the husband and wife both are working, and most of the women expatriates who are selected to send on foreign assignments are either single or they are working partners. So the partners, whoever goes along with the women expatriate, they may find it difficult to get suitable jobs in the new location, in the new country. And also other problems arise like visa regulations, licensing rules, language barriers. These are other problems that can be faced by women expatriates when they want to be sent on assignments. Like recently, Trump has brought about a regulation in their country. He has removed H1N1 visa, which is going to be a deterrent for many IT employees, Indian IT employees, to work in America. So such kind of problems can arise. So what happens is, even if the job assignment is very attractive, dual career couples may not be willing to move to another foreign country. So Japan and Korea, if you see, they are male dominated cultures. So the less number of women expatriates are sent from these countries. Whereas Holland and Scandinavia, if you see, they are more feminine culture countries. So large number of women expatriates are sent from these countries. So the main reason that women expatriates do not take up international assignments is because it adversely affects their spouse's career or their children's education. So companies have come up with measures to make it easier for the dual career couples to opt for international assignments. So the measures that the companies do take up is they plan the assignment based on the professional and personal preferences of the couple. That is, the location of the assignment, its duration, timing, etc., is based on the preferences of the couple. And they also provide career counseling to the partners who accompany the expatriates and help them in getting employment in the foreign country. And if the partner wants to undergo an educational program, the company subsidizes the educational programs too. If the partner wants to set up a entrepreneurial venture, then he is also supported by the company. The company also cooperates with other MNCs so that the partners can find suitable jobs in these MNCs. And they also provide re-employment advice to the partners once the expatriate is repatriated back. Another change that has happened in expatriate demographics is today more and more younger expatriates are being sent on assignments. Younger expatriates can easily manage dual careers. They are mostly single or they are married with small families. So the compensation cost is less for the companies, and also the assignment purpose has shifted. Earlier it was demand driven, that is to solve a problem or to control subsidiary operations. Nowadays it has become learning driven assignments where the expatriate is sent to develop the competence of employees in the foreign country or to develop the career of the particular expatriate. These shift that has happened in assignment purpose is more suitable for younger expatriates today. Senior people also in some companies, they get the opportunity to develop local talent by going on international assignments. Another change that has happened in the demographics of expatriate population is more and more TCNs, third country nationals, are being sent as expatriates. TCNs are being employed because for two reasons. One is there is a lack of capable candidates in PCNs or to control the cost of expatriation. Like for example, US MNCs, they employ more people from UK, Canada and Australia because they have a common language, they have almost same living standards and compensation, and there is no tax on the expatriate income. Because of rapid globalization, companies today want to send any suitable candidate, irrespective of their nationality, on international assignments. They are not bothered about nationality today. They are more worried about getting suitable candidates to be sent as expatriates. There is a frequent HR problem that arises with TCNs, that is, how to pay them and how to retain them. Usually, their salary is based on home country, and any difference which is there in their cost of living between home and host country is adjusted by the company. But if the difference is very large, then problems arise. For example, an international engineering firm wanted to send its best Czechoslovakian engineers to Switzerland, where they had a major project. So they based their salaries on Czechoslovakian compensation level, and plus they gave a 25% relocation premium, which was considered quite generous. But the Czechoslovakians were concerned how they will maintain their standard of living in Switzerland, as the Swiss standard of living is very costly. So most of the Czechoslovakian engineers did not accept the offer and they resigned. So the company ended up losing valuable talent. Today, TCN expatriates are heterogeneous and there is no standard in their compensation, and it depends on the purpose of assignments, duration of assignments, their location of work. Depending on that, their compensation is decided. Repatriation is difficult for TCNs because they usually don't find suitable positions at home, so they have to make a difficult choice. Either they should return home and leave the firm, or they should accept a posting in another country. So all this affects the family well-being of TCNs. Another factor which has changed in the expatriation is that the nature of international assignments have changed. Today the assignments have become more short term. They are more of learning assignments. Less than 1 year duration assignments are popular today because they are flexible, they are simple to plan and execute, and most important, it costs less for the company. Company need not spend on housing and cost of living expenses of the expatriate, that is COLA expenses, they can do away with. From employee point of view also, short-term assignment is more welcome because they need not move their entire family. The partner can either stay back home or take a break from his job or her job and accompany the expatriate on the short-term assignment. Today, expatriation has become more insecure because the assignments have become short term. Earlier, assignments used to boost the career of expatriates, and they used to get a short period of enjoying a higher standard of living, and they usually would be guaranteed of a good, suitable position once they come back to their headquarters. But this pattern is changing today because most of the MNCs, they are not guaranteeing a suitable return position for the expatriates. Most of the MNCs, like European MNCs, they just provide a safety net, a certain period of time, 1 year or 2 year, for the expatriates upon repatriation to find a suitable position within the company. And as you know, because of the macroeconomical factors which are dynamically changing, MNCs are being restructured today. So, and also expatriate jobs have become increasingly common. More and more expatriates are being sent on assignments, so it has become a very common thing today. So companies don't feel the need to give special treatment to expatriates. And also expatriates are perceiving that there is less job opportunities once they come back to their headquarters. So they resist going on expatriation because the insecurity of expatriation has increased. So, what are the alternatives to expatriation? Companies have two alternatives. One is global integration without expatriates. Second is impatriation. What is global integration without expatriates? Today, as you know, the communication has changed because of the technological revolution in communication field. So this has led to virtual expatriation. That means wherever the expatriate is today, he can manage his foreign responsibilities by sitting in his home country itself. Like for example, Nokia's top executives, they work from their home country, that is Switzerland, and they manage most of their responsibilities in other countries by sitting at home itself. US executives, they regularly commute across America to their jobs in high-speed trains, and they come back on weekends to spend time with their families. So like this they are able to balance both family and their job, and the company is also able to save on relocation costs. Virtual communication, but even though it is advantageous, it has its limitations. It cannot replace the human touch. So expatriates overcome this by trying to make frequent short-term trips to whichever subsidiary they are responsible for. Apart from these new technologies, globally integrated companies also adopt new strategies to manage their international operations. Like for example, the Spanish company Zara, which is a rapidly growing global fashion retailer, it was started in 1975 in a remote and backward region of Spain. Today it has 1,500 stores in more than 30 countries, and two-thirds of its clothes are produced in their factories in Spain. And it restocks their stores around the world twice a week. So their team of core designers in Spain continuously design their products and also keep a tight control on the production process. So like this, Zara is a tightly integrated organization. Expatriates are only sent on temporary assignments, like when they want to start up operations in a new country. Zara does not use Spanish expatriates to run its local operations because of the cultural differences. So what Zara does, it hires and trains the local people, that is the HCNs in the host country in their headquarter culture. So Zara does not operate in those countries where local talent is not available. Their subsidiaries are tightly controlled by their headquarter people, that is, their design and production processes are their core competencies which are tightly controlled. And they also have formal procedures in logistics, inventory control, in management, information system, etc. If they have any cross-border issues, that is across countries, if any issues arises, this is resolved through their international management meetings. The second alternative to expatriation is impatriation. So like Zara and the other like companies, what they have done is they have invested in socializing their local managers. They hire and train their local managers by sending them on temporary assignments to headquarters. Such kind of local managers who are sent to headquarters are known as impatriates. So the number of impatriates are increasing worldwide, especially in MNCs like Nestle and Shell. Only if you find less number of them in Asian countries like Japan and Korea. Impatriates are mostly young people or middle-aged people, and they are trained to replace the expatriates, and they are hired either on permanent basis or semi-permanent basis. Coca-Cola and Financial Times are run by CEOs who are impatriates. So impatriates are heterogeneous, and they are mainly sent on learning assignments, and whenever they have a problem with language, if whichever country headquarter, like they are sent from their host country to their home country to their headquarters to learn about the corporate culture. If they have a problem in communication, the language is different, then HR supports them by giving them cross-cultural training. So many companies, they treat the impatriates like locals. They pay them compensation and benefits as per headquarter levels. They do not give them any foreign service premiums. They do not provide them housing support. Impatriates are mainly sent on temporary learning assignments. This is the second alternative to impatriation. So today companies have developed global transfer policies which apply both to their expatriates and impatriates. So from the purpose of assignment, its duration, and what impact it has on the career of the individual, the one can decide whether they are expatriates or impatriates. With this, I will end with the class. I will come back with the next topic very soon. Thank you.